Hi, my name is Jessica Connor and this is the Photoshop's Basics tutorial over the Smudge Tool. The Smudge Tool is located on the toolbar on the left, and it's this hand with the finger extended. If you hover over it, you can see that it will pop up and say the Smudge Tool. The Smudge Tool is a wonderful tool to clean up and get rid of little imperfections. And you can see this is a nice picture, but both faces have just a little bit of blemishes that would be nice to remove. If you're going to blow this up, make this an 11 by 14 or 16 by 20, you're going to hang on your mantle, you want to get rid of some of these little imperfections. And so the Smudge Tool is a great tool to do that with. Before I do anything, I want to go over here, unlock the background, and I want to create a duplicate image. And it'll just be a copy of it. And this is a nice thing to have, so if you do something where you want to go backwards, you have an extra original, you have a copy. So I'm going to click off of the eye here. I'm not going to look at my original. I'm just going to work on my copy. So I'm going to come back over to my Smudge Tool and select it. Up at the top, you can select other things about the Smudge Tool. You can select the size, so you can make it larger where you smudge a large section, and you can also increase or decrease the hardness. The higher the number for the hardness, the more it's going to smudge. Okay, and you're going to see that smudge. And I'll show you in a little bit how that works. So first thing I need to do is zoom in on my areas that I want to get rid of blemishes on. And so I'm just going to do Control plus and zoom in on my faces. And the closer you get, the more you see all those tiny little imperfections come to the surface. And so I'm going to select a little bit smaller of a tool. I don't want to smudge the whole entire face. I just want to smudge some of the imperfections that I don't want to see, so it's a much cleaner image. And so right now I'm going to show you the hardness on just 100, how big that would be. And so these red blemishes up here, if I select it over them and I smudge, you still see just a little bit of that hard outline. Okay, same thing if I smudge over here. It almost smudges too much to where it doesn't look like skin anymore. It looks like a porcelain doll. We want it to blend in a little bit better than that. So I'm going to come back up to the top to this drop down menu, and I'm going to select a hardness of, let's do 35. We'll see how that looks. And I'm just going to slightly smudge here, smudge a little bit more, and it's a little bit better. I still think I would prefer a little bit lower. Maybe we'll do like 25. And it kind of depends on the person, the skin complexion, all that. And I'd say that's a little bit closer to what I want, just to soften some of these areas. You kind of feel like you're somewhat painting their skin and just kind of dragging the color kind of around to make a nicer skin tone. Okay, just on some of these areas that you might see as being in the way later. Same thing here. Kind of smudge back and forth. You can drag some of this other color in to kind of help. But it's amazing how much nicer of a picture you can create, and especially something that you're gonna spend some money to get printed, you want it to be as nice as possible. So just keep coming along, wiggle and smudge with your tool and try and even out that skin tone. Just keep clicking and keep looking. You don't have to get rid of everything, but just all those big things. So we're going to come over here and do the same thing. Just get rid of some of these little blemishes. And you can drag from like a lighter area of the skin to over the darker area. Sometimes that helps, dragging that. And be patient. I still like to keep moles and, you know, little facial things that are unique to that person. I'm just trying to make their skin look better. I'm not trying to turn them into a different person. So I keep little moles like this unless they're really in the way. You can see how that softens the little zits up here and the blemishes that you see. I can even blend this little shadow down here, kind of soften that line. Get rid of some of that shine even up here. And I'm going to zoom out and just look and see how different my picture now looks. There's still a little spot right here, and it just takes some time. And zoom out, zoom in, and kind of look at what your picture looks like from a distance too. You don't want to leave any hard spots on their face. Okay, so I'm pretty close to being done. I can click off, and this is kind of the neat part. I can go back and look at what my original looked like. So here's what the final or close to finished picture would look like. And then here is what I started with. So you can see quite a few places up here that we've gotten rid of. And we've smudged and erased and made their faces look much more clean and ready for a nice picture on the mantle. So thanks for watching.